Do you reckon we're ready to jump? I think you're ready. I think you're already warmed up.
I'm ready.
You're ready?
Let's see.
Locked and ready to rock.
I'm gonna own all my mistakes.
Well, that's what we should do.
Yeah.
Well, I have that. I have a bit of extreme ownership. You've got to be careful with extreme ownership, though, because then people go, he likes taking the blame.
That's so true. That's so true.
But you go, you got to be... extreme ownership means I don't take the blame for other people, though.
Yeah, 100%. That needs to be very, very clear in one's own mind. Like,
yeah, setting boundaries, right?
Yeah, setting boundaries.
You've got to set boundaries. I think even in arts, right? Because we get taken for a ride a lot in arts. Because, like, how hard can it be to shoot a movie? You got a phone in your pocket. Like, just pull your phone out and just shoot a movie. How hard can it be?
No, but it's tricky, I think, in art. But if you're making movies, because if it's like we were saying before, like if it's your own project, I mean, I very easily get lost in just. I don't even. Of course, it's like the hard investment. Like I'm gonna put this much and whatever. But then sometimes you just. Well, that's me. That's probably just my personality. Like I just keep putting resources without necessarily, and it can be
thinking about the cost and the time.
Of course, like it's like my time, and I'm gonna buy this thing because we need it because it's a prop or whatever. And sometimes in the heat of the moment,
and it's for the art.
Yeah, and then it just
now you're running at a loss. You're like, oh man, I'm blowing the budget. You don't want to blow the budget. Well, speaking about blowing the budget, let's rock it in. What do you reckon, Misty?
Go right ahead.
And welcome to the Pagey train. Today I have in the studio with me, Fernando D. Miguel Fuertes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for coming.
Did I get that name right?
You did. That was really good.
I'm terrible with names, dude.
How many times did you practice before the...
I've been practicing all day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I practiced. I had to, because I gave you an award, Made in the West. I was practicing that. And because you're talking so much on the mic and you've got so many names to remember, so many sponsors you've got to thank, I was rehearsing your name the most because I wanted to get it right.
Okay.
And especially a big shout out to Jay, actually, because Jay is studying Spanish and he's like, I'm trying to get pointers off him how to say this name because he's got some insight to how to say this pronunciation because of that. And I rehearsed, I had it all perfect. And when I went to go say your name at the awards, I totally murdered it, I think. I think I got it right.
I don't actually remember.
Thank God.
Yeah. So, but I remember what you did today. So
yeah, well that's it.
It was so good. Like it was
spot on.
Spot on. Yeah.
Spot on. But so you're a director, cinematographer.
No, I'm not a cinematographer.
You don't shoot, just direct.
No. Yeah. So I'm a director. I love working. I mean with all departments, but I love directing actors and creating story with actors. I have written my own stuff, but I find that I'm not a person who writes by themselves and then I need other people.
Yeah, you would need it like a writers group or
okay. or even for example create a story with actors and then go home and kind of
workshop it and then go into it.
That's right. I'm not really a loner when it comes to writing or anything. Well, yes, when I like time to myself for many things, but not when it's about creating. I need other people. I really can't do it by myself.
Well, it's interesting. I talk to a lot of people about how they do things. Like I'll talk to a writer. I go, "You a blinking cursor person, or you like planning it out, or do you like workshopping it?" For me, I sort of I code shift. I guess I go from being an introvert to an extrovert. Yeah. So you talk. I think what you're talking about there is a lot of extroverted ideas. I need to be around people. I need to feel the vibrancy of a room. To feel that muse and to get into that. Some people are like, I cannot stand being around people when I write. I need to be in this introverted space. But
I totally understand that. But that's not me.
Well, I can do both. I do both. Yeah. But I've done that over time. I think I've learned to become more introverted than extra. I've always been extroverted, but being an editor, cause I edit, I shoot, direct, and perform. And different nuances of performance. Like we were talking off air before about like Foley.
Yeah.
Foley's it's a team job.
Yeah.
You usually have an audio operator and the artist.
Right.
And collectively you're both artists, but there's Foley's a performance it's a performance off screen.
And you need good timing as well, right? Like like a performer.
Yeah. I call it reacting, not reacting, but reacting.
Clever.
So it's a reacting sort of the film, but there's sort of spaces where you find solitude. But directing and being in performance, that's very extroverted and very different pressure.
No. Don't get me wrong. Like I do. Sometimes I need to kind of go to hide in a corner by myself. But even when I'm by myself, it's really weird, and I'm working on something. I have a conversation with myself. I don't know. I mean, I might assume that many people do that, but I kind of.
I can relate.
Yeah, like I talk to myself like in like second person, like you, and then I respond. Like I don't know if maybe this.
You're talking to the right guy. Like Misty's like over here going, I know exactly what Fernando's talking about.
All 12 of you, right?
All 12 of you. Like you're talking about talking intense, right? Or like third person, first person, second person.
Yeah.
I'll do third person. I'll be like, Ross, come on.
Yeah, okay.
Or when I stuff up, like, for fuck's sake, Ross. Like, oh no, come on, Ross, you've got this.
Yeah.
I'll do that, but then I'll talk to inanimate objects, especially.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm terrible. Like, people hear me talk to my computer, they go, I can never work for that man. But when they hear me direct, they go, you're so nice and so gentle in this way, but in other ways, you're so ferocious and like scary. I'm like, yeah, that's me, man.
Do you give them names though? Like, does your computer have a name?
I've named computers before, but this current one, I don't believe I have a name for it. I generally call my computer Ziggy.
Okay.
Ziggy is a cute name that I give my machines from Quantum Leap.
Oh, yeah.
Which is an old show from the 80s, 90s,
Yeah, okay.
And the name of their computer was Ziggy.
Yeah, well, the thing about computers, though, like, technically, I guess they are inanimate objects, but they're kind of sort of animated, I guess. Power animated, whatever. Yeah.
Well, they're very polite. Computers are extremely polite.
It's so true. Like the memes.
Please wait, loading.
The memes about like AI. Kind of, if you give them an idea, like, help me do this, and they tell you, what a great idea, right? It's like they're just encouraging your delusion and your. But I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong, but it is what it is.
Well, if you go to an ATM, it'll thank you at the end. It'll go, thank
That's
you.
True.
You know, like they always have please and thanks.
Yeah.
Always asking you a polite question. With Chatty G, I tend to be polite, not because out of fear. I just feel that I don't know, like to have. Don't worry, everyone bumps it. Everyone bumps. That's all right. Unless you haven't hit the mic yet. Everyone usually hits the mic like, oh no. I'm like, we'll be fine.
Am I close enough? Or
yeah, man, I can hear you coming through. I think so.
All right.
Yeah, you sound great.
Yeah, you sound great.
Okay,
I can see
good.
the sound bars going on over there.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm definitely in there.
I can totally see you being a voice actor. Like you have the
yeah.
Like your timbre is so good. It's so
Well, it's the range, right?
As
I was, big shout out to Ashley, actually. We were hanging out for Misty's birthday, and she goes, we need to do some range with you. And I was like, she wanted me to do something a bit more flamboyant. Like, what was it? But seriously, you're going to be like that? Seriously?
It's good SS.
It's very syllabus in nature. But then I made her go, like, well, now I've done one for you, you got to do one for me. She's like, oh, what's that? I go, I need you to, because the same thing as seriously is a bit, it's like, I'm disappointed is what you're saying. Seriously? I'm disappointed. I go, and a blokey way to do this would be, bro. And she's like, I can't do that. I'm like, yeah, you can. Just go to the bottom of your guns and just let it out. Bro.
No, to me, the seriously definitely is easier for me than the bruh.
Yeah. So if I'm the other way, like the seriously one, that's harder for me.
Yeah.
But I can go there, but that's the range, right?
Yeah, it is. It's about the range.
Yeah, and you got to sort of experiment with spaces. Like I've always tried to do a Bostonian accent very poorly, but I always try.
Like what is it? The
cup of coffee,
chowder. Yeah.
Chowder, yeah.
Yeah.
You need a cup of coffee. You try to get into these spaces.
Good. Yeah.
But I'd study this a little bit, So Australian accent is essentially an Irish accent with flies in your mouth, mixed with first Australian accent. So we talk very pinched in the front, so our mouths are closed.
Yeah,
so we're always trying to keep bugs out of your mouth. And the Brits are like, a bottle of water.
Right.
Really right in the back of the throat.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. And when you look at South of the US, that southern drawl, that's very much an English voice in a keep the flies out of your mouth, keep the flies out of your mouth scenario.
It's like both at the same time, like the You mean like southern drawl, like in the US?
Yeah. And if you look at the people that moved there, they were from England,
right?
If you look, like even Yankee, the word Yankee, right? that's what do you call it? Like from Holland and Amsterdam. That's those sort of places, right? Because Jan is a common Nordic name, right? And Key is so they would say as a derogatory term for people that lived in New York, they were all from that part of the world. Because they were part of the stock exchange that were what was it? It was a flower. Orchid. Was it orchids? Was it orchids?
It has to have been tulips.
Tulips.
Right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
That's
Because
the one.
and also there was wasn't it called New Amsterdam? Like an area of New York
Yeah, that's right.
in Manhattan. Yeah.
So they were all from that part of the world.
Yeah.
So they were rich from tulip, the tulip empires, right? And then the tulip, crashed, and then that was the first moving stock on the stock exchange that really moved about. So all these, there was a whole bunch of new money, and they used to have a derogatory term from. They call them Yankee, and that's now it's stuck. They named the baseball team after it. Yeah, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It really is, because it's like it comes from this space of where it comes to national pride.
Yeah.
But it came from foreigners being in our country,
Yeah.
sort of, this racist sort of space, which I find that just fascinates me how language can maneuver like that,
I feel like most words are like that, right? Like reappropriations and the use of words changes the meaning.
The command of language.
Yeah.
So they try to do this, they call it, in English, they call it the King's. It's the King's English, all right? Because the King owns it. And you go, that's quite audacious, isn't it? You own a language. And they had a dictionary where they were trying to write, and they said, you can't add words. You're not allowed to add words. Imagine that. You can't add words to the dictionary. It's very restrictive. And the evolution of language is the evolution of science, the evolution of religion itself. If you look at, the dividing of the church from, the Catholics to the Lutherans, all that language changed. And in fact, English was a lower class language. Like Latin was if you were well-to-do, you spoke Latin.
Right.
Well, Ross, isn't Fernando a self-professed language nerd? Don't you speak like 6 languages or something?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, wow. What languages do you speak?
So, of course, Spanish, mother tongue, English. I lived in China 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So I speak Mandarin Chinese.
Mandarin.
Yeah.
Holy hell, man.
I can't write it. I mean, I can read kind of basic characters like and I could type like message like 150 characters sort of, which is not a lot.
It's 150 more than I can do.
And I mean French, Italian, and German. I used to speak it well, and now it's quite rusty.
Yeah, I can sample languages, but I can't speak them. I can sort of do Slovak, ask for a beer. Spanish, I can ask for a beer.
Right.
Uno cerveza, or
you probably know different expressions in different languages.
Yeah, that's right. I know where to ask for the bathroom, like ¿Dónde está el baño? Is that right? El baño.
El baño. Yeah,
El baño.
That's good. El baño.
Yeah. So I know
¿Dónde está el baño? That's good.
Yeah. I know where to find it, but that's usually the limit.
Why Slovak though? I'm curious now.
Oh, Misty is from Slovakia. So we do Slovak Sundays where we speak to each other in Slovak, and I try to keep up.
Misty, you can speak it.
I can get away with some conversation. It takes me a little bit of a warm up to get into it when I get there, but absolutely. My quite a few people in my family can speak Slovak, and
amazing.
And Ross and I, the way that we end up speaking Slovak is I will ask questions in Slovak.
Right.
So then that means he's getting used to people asking him things and
and interpreting that, and then
respond.
Decode and encode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always like "Čo robíš," which is like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, what are you doing? And akasamash.
Where are you going?
And the most important,
Volam sa Ross.
Volam sa Ross.
My name is Ross.
My name is Ross.
We say akasamash, and he says
Vibornie. Which is like excellent.
Which
Vibornie,
if you know any Slovaks, you realise that they never get that excited about. They say they're fine.
Yeah. I'm always grandiose with this sort of stuff.
But I think that's what's amazing about learning or dabbling with different languages. You just learn so much about other cultures just by learning a little bit of the language, and you're like, oh, it's like the more you learn about a language, the more you understand that a culture has so many aspects to it.
Their persuasion or their point of view, how they look at the world.
Exactly, it's so particular.
What about when you dream? Like, do you dream in different languages? Do you remember your dreams?
No, my dreams are mostly non-verbal, I have to say. But I feel like recently they're very non-verbal. But I think I mostly would dream in Spanish, I think. In English, in Chinese. In Chinese. I mean, I it's because of where you live, I guess.
Yeah, and the exposure to that language, you know.
I don't think I've ever dreamt that I can remember in like Italian or French, because I never lived in a I mean, Italian, like only Italy speaks Italian, but like in a French-speaking place or in Italy. So yeah, mostly, yeah, but yeah, mostly non-verbal. My dreams are very, obviously visual, but also kinetic. Is that a word?
Yeah. Body feelings.
Yeah, like they're very kind of feely.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, a bit of synesthetic sort of experiences.
Yeah, my dreams are very like that.
Yeah, I have very like visual audio dreams. Like that's how my brain works. Okay. So I'm very audio visual brain. Yeah. Like extremely. Like I talk to other people and they're like, "Dude, you have an insane brain." I'm like, I thought everyone just thought like this, you know. But they don't.
Do you also have like not only language but also kind of sounds and kind of music or different texture, like sound textures?
Sound textures, absolutely. Visual textures I see as sound.
Yeah.
This is why I talk to editors about this, right? When you're editing or writing, don't think about words. Do not think about pictures. Think about rhythm. When you write, think about rhythm. We even describe it when we direct, right? You go, I need you to take a beat here, and then this is how we operate in blocking, and then this is how we operate in emotions, and maybe a bit of aesthetics. I need you to turn your chin this way for this shot or whatever, and camera position, yada yada. But essentially, it's a language of this nature. It's a rhythmic language, and then when you go to cut it, if you think everything, like you've just recently, you won an award for a music video, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is time to music. So absolutely, these images are rhythmic in nature. So you direct it in a rhythmic nature. We do everything's a wave.
Yeah.
If you look at physics, they will even tell you that, like particles are waves and waves are particles.
No, that's totally true. You just gave me an idea, because I normally, when I rehearse with actors before a shoot, most of what we do is find each other's pace and like get on the same page in terms of pace and tempo. And you just gave me I don't know, like I should probably do that with crew as well. We have I call it a tempo walk. So like everyone's walking around the room from a range like from 1 to 10. So like 10 is like running like you're an Olympic athlete. We don't get to 10 mostly, but like and 1 is just like slow mo that is barely visible. And then they just get used to kind of not mimicking but like listening to each other with their movement and then being on the same page. So when I say let's do that again, but instead of at a 4, let's do it at a 7.
Oh, that's good, because then you're going to be in command of that temporal command.
Right. And I think for example, for camera operators, I should include them in this. Sorry, I'm having an aha moment.
No, but it is. No, you're bringing me along with this aha moment though, because if you think about it, like, because I've talked about this a lot, right? Like, so, after doing some recent acting jobs, I've realised that directing is very much acting. It's just on the other side.
Right.
Yeah, it's about the performance.
Yeah.
It's performance-driven art.
For sure.
Editor and a cinematographer, this is a light-driven art. It's about light and frame and composition. It's more like painting rather than performing. Right, it has these attributes to it.
But there's the component, like you were saying just before about your dreams. There's also the component, because cinematography and editing is about time as well, right? It's not. Photography is not. Well, I mean, it's about.
Well, even they can have rhythms. That's as well. So true. They can, because this is where the rule of thirds work and when
they when like the right timing to capture something. So I think it's so important to be on the same page when it comes to.
Yeah, knowing that moment, that perfect moment, and then having that mise en scène in that moment as well, like the image within the image,
Yeah.
No, I find it all to be rhythmic in nature.
That's so true. So true.
Everything we do, even like, and this is why traffic jams happen, I reckon, because they lack a rhythm.
Yeah. And people don't listen to each other. Like, they don't get in the same kind of wavelengths, right?
Yeah, they're all in their own world.
Yeah.
They're all in their own world. If there's a way to create resonance, I think I saw one in a tunnel where they got this green light that sort of goes along. Yeah. They go, stay with the green light. But no one stays with the green light. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Sydney's like taking a step back when it comes to speeding. I remember when I grew up in Sydney, like, if you weren't speeding, Like, you were running late. Like, now everyone sort of drives really slow.
No, but yeah, people have...
it's fine fear, I think.
Yeah.
Cost of living.
That could be it. That could be it. No, yeah, I think... I don't know. I mean, I find... it's funny, though, because I've been lucky to visit other places in Australia outside of Sydney. Like lots of rural New South Wales and South Australia, and a couple of places in Queensland. And everyone, like friends that are not from Sydney or that have lived, they're like, Sydney drivers are kind of crazy.
He said that really nicely. We know what we're thinking.
But everyone says, like, if you go to other cities or you know, like other places in Australia, people are way more relaxed and
I say this when I go on holiday. Like, if I go to Perth, we got to put your Perth hat on.
Right.
Because you can't drive in Perth like you drive in Sydney. Yeah. They'll just cut you off. Like, they'll actually work as a team to slow you down. Like, you got to take a step back, and like Perth, I understand though, because it's a sunshine town. Sydney, it's a rat race. Like, we're all in a hurry to go and make some money. Like, that's really what it is in Sydney. Like,
no, it's true. It's true. It is like that, and even not only for driving, for let's say ordering a cup of coffee. Like, people are like, they want their coffee now.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you go to like a beautiful beach town somewhere or inland in a beautiful whatever area, but there's a cafe, no one seems to be in a rush. No one. And then in Sydney, I feel like
all of a sudden, bang.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as you get out of the airport, put the Sydney hat on.
Yeah.
I went over to LA. I just realised LA is very much Sydney times 5.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. Yeah. But at least they speed there. They speed very well there. I was so impressed with how much they break the law.
I've driven in LA, and maybe I did a couple of things that I don't know. I'm not sure were part of the plan.
That's okay.
But yeah, it was.
Oh, you mean like wrong side of the road sort of stuff? Or?
No.
How'd you keep riding?
Maybe a couple of turns or U's or something like that.
Yeah.
But I kind of like driving in LA because it's such a particular place.
It is.
It's very unique. It's
very,
and at the same time, kind of dystopian and
totally.
Yeah.
Well, there's good pockets in LA. I find Laguna's great. Everyone's got to go to Santa Monica and to 66. You know, these are iconic spaces. Driving through Malibu these days was a bit depressing actually because of all the fires that have been through there.
Yeah.
But speaking of travel, you just got back from Italy, yeah?
Yeah.
What were we doing over in Italy?
So I did this. What they called a master class. I applied back in May. You had to there was like 3 kind of roles or streams, whatever, like DOP, a cinematographer, a assistant director, and a director.
Okay.
And their program says like it's 10 for each, and total 30 people from all over the world. And directors have to submit like a pitch of like with a log line and a synopsis of an idea for a short film.
Yeah.
That is to be shot in Bologna in Italy.
Okay.
And I
sounds like you're chasing a car. You know what I mean? Like, I got to catch this car. See how we go.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I was like, okay, I'm gonna apply and see how we go.
Yeah.
And
you gotta be in it to win it.
Yeah. And I thought like, well, I want to talk about my being a migrant and having lived in different places and. I wrote a pitch about it was a 2-hander. I also thought like let's do something simple that is doable, very
obtainable, something that's reachable.
Which I think was, you have to think strategically when you want people to take on your project. So I was like, let's do and I was maybe inspired because it was Europe as well by Before Sunrise and before all the following Before Sunrise is the original, or is it Before Sunrise is the original? Yeah. So like a 2-hander that just no special effects,
all practical,
all very just 2 people having conversations. And I thought maybe one can be a local Italian or Bologna native or from and then one who has lived maybe grew up somewhere else and
like a traveler.
There. Yeah, a travel. Yeah, it was a traveler or someone who just moved there, either or. And I have to say. well, I can say that now because they already accepted me and it already went. But like it was,
it's all said and done.
In my view, it was a little bit generic. Like, because I there was all these choices that I had made. Like, for example, is the person living there? So I made it a bit ambiguous.
Yeah. So a bit of room to move.
Yeah, but I thought like that's fine. It's just to but we don't have to be too specific.
You don't need to ratchet that up right now.
Yeah, I thought that's what I thought, and then yeah, but anyway, it was so a 2-week. Intensive like a masterclass with Asghar Farhadi, an Iranian filmmaker, who maybe one of his A Separation is one of his most
this rings a bell.
Yeah, about an Iranian couple with a child that considering a split as a partnership.
Oh, okay, like a divorce situation.
Yeah, it's a divorce story. It's an amazing movie, and I thought like, well, let's see if it sticks. And yeah, like then I had a couple interviews and I got in and I was thrilled and then we went there. It was pretty amazing. Like I met, so there was even the first day was like a mixer, to get to know everyone. And then we met Asghar the next day and he was like, today I want you to pick your team, pick a DOP, pick an assistant director. And I was lucky because the two people I talked to like the first night were my mates who I made the movie with, Yasmin Tome, Lebanese DOP.
Yasmin.
Just Yasmin.
I think it was Yasmin. It was the same Yasmin.
But international or Australian?
No, she lives in London.
Oh no,
and yeah. I was
about to say, like, I've had her.
She's from Lebanon, but she lives in London.
She's Lebanese as well. I'm not sure.
No, she's incredible. I wish she could come to Australia and we could make something else. Just a brilliant mind, and again, very very much we kind of like she's very collaborative, like I am, and we love feeding off of each other's ideas. And also we had Morouge, who is a Saudi girl, and she's brilliant. She's an actor, and she's also she went into first AD. She'd never done it before.
Yeah.
But she was also very much involved in the creative process. So I came in with a script, right? Like, so they accepted me, and then I wrote the script, and then I came in with a script that I wasn't really happy with, and I asked them for their, let's kind of work on it together.
Yeah, let's explore it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, again, this is maybe not very. What's the word I'm looking for? I think in the film business, you most like the writer is king, right? Which is fair. Like, but I think it's being a bit loosey goosey with borrowing ideas and have, I think, can be a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? I think writers, rightfully so, are quite precious about their project.
Yeah. Same with cinematographers.
Yeah, of course, yeah, and I think for me, maybe at this stage, I hope I'll maybe, or I don't know if that will change for me, but I love if I'm writing something to get the opinion of my collaborators that are not necessarily writers, right? My DOP and
people are working on it.
Yeah, because I think.
Well, that means you're not so precious with it, right?
Yeah.
You're not so precious with work. You're not married to it. You go, man, if we're going to cut this thing off, we're going to cut it off, and we're going to do another thing,
That's right. And I also feel like the stakes become higher for them as well, because their ideas are part of the project.
Yeah, now they got skin in the game.
I think so. And then I think it's sort of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like kind of organically. Sorry, I'm thinking of Avatar for some reason. Like, how they like do like the kind of
they binding.
Yeah, sort of. I think it's like a kind of creative binding.
Yeah, and a merge, a unification, if you will.
Yeah, like of the brains and the hearts. So I like that. I like that when creating something. I like the pre-production to involve, different departments, if I can say, like
you want to do a collaborative process rather than being a dictator,
for sure.
So like I've worked with directors before that are just totally dictators. They go, no, my way, the highway, doing this way, and sometimes it can be quite emotional on set as well.
I mean I actually kind of admire that, because I'm just it's so interesting to me, because I not that I sometimes just say this is what I want.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Sometimes you crack and go, no, this way.
Yeah, if my impulse, sometimes my impulse is like, that's it. So I just go, no, this is it. But I think most times I like to actually ask people, and some people that have worked with me for the first time, they're kind of really put off by it. I think they're like, why is this guy asking me what I think about this prop?
Yeah.
And
well, you got to be careful, because sometimes people take that as you don't know what you're doing. You're trying to seek this. Because I do the same thing. I always do the collaborative process. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I can be a dictator. I go, no, this is I know what I want. I don't need to collaborate on this part. I know exactly the shot I want. Like a director will have often come to blows with a cinematographer going, I want this shot. Cinematographer will say, this shot you're asking for is impossible. And you go, no, I know it's possible. And the best move I've seen a cinematographer do, go, here's the camera, show me the shot. Right?
Yeah.
And that will shut most directors up, right? But this is what I say, this is why I ask if you shoot, right? Because I shoot and direct, right? Because if I know if it can be shot or not. And if a cinematographer said to me, go, show me the shot, go, give me the rig and I'll show it to you. Because I know if it's possible or not. So there's that part of being a dictator.
Yeah.
But I'd say everyone has a ratio. So my ratio is probably 30% dictator.
Yeah.
I'd say that I'm probably way more towards collaborative process of asking a cinematographer about how else could we light this to make this interesting. I want you to be invested in this shot.
Yeah, and I know what you mean. I think for me, we're probably quite similar. It just depends on when it comes to photography, cinematography. I don't have the the technical expertise to, but I do like explaining what in my head. I explain it in such a wishy-washy, like I would actually move my hands and do but I don't know the technical terms for anything. But when it comes to other, for example, costume production design, I think I am actually quite
this is your wheelhouse.
Yes, or acting. Like when it comes to production design, like I said, the look, but because that has nothing to do with lighting or cinematography. Or acting, I am kind of, sometimes I can be very finicky. Like that color or that's something, it's popping too much or whatever.
Well, I always find this with costumes in shows, especially new films. Like they go because I love it when I see a weathered costume.
Yeah.
Like when you see a clean costume, you go, how long have you been wearing that?
No, it immediately takes you out.
Yeah.
Unless it's intentionally done. So,
unless it's a lady shopping in a dress, shopping in a dress shop, and then you see her exit the shop. You go, of course it's a new dress.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you see costumes, they go, these are all brand new. Didn't you weather any of this?
No, right.
Like if I watch something like Deadwood, you'll see them buy a costume, and you'll see through the seasons it aging because they don't have money to buy another outfit. Yeah. That's their going out outfit. And if they're a bit like what's the word, a bit nefarious, you'll see that they'll still have mud stains and blood stains from the fight that they were in months ago still on that jacket. Yeah, you see the weathering of their costumes. I really appreciate that sort of
for sure. And I feel like it's the same way with period movies or TV shows. I remember Fargo season 3. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah, I didn't see season 3. I only did season 1.
Was it the 60s or the 70s?
I think it was 70s.
Yeah,
and remembering the cars. I think the 70s. Yeah,
and some of the the clothes were so awesome. You're like that. There's no way that was a maid. That for sure, they found that at an up shop or something. Like it just looks weathered and
it's tethered and it's frayed and it's sunburned. I love it's sun faded. These sort of things.
The costumes were awesome. I like that season. It divided audiences, but I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it. And the production design, I thought it was crazy.
Well, but back to performance though, when I talk to a cinematographer, it's kind of the same what you're talking about, because when it's in your wheelhouse, you tend to go to those spaces.
Yeah.
Like when I started doing short films, I'd always pick a short film that, or write something or direct something for someone of something I haven't done before. I remember there was this one I directed a sex scene. It was my first sex scene. I go, it's a hard thing to do is direct a sex scene because there's so much nuance in it and so much personality and if you do it wrong, it's going to be horrible.
It will show.
And everyone's going to hate you.
You cannot fix it in post.
Yeah, everyone's going to fucking hate you if you do that wrong. I remember doing my first fight scene where I directed a fight scene, and this is another technical choreography, issue, but it really comes down to that choreography. It comes down to the blocking, the timing, the position of your actors, where they are, and that's why I recommend to people when you're making short films and you're starting out. It's kind of like bands that do covers.
Yeah.
Like no band out there, like AC/DC, when they were first practicing,
yeah,
they weren't going, all right, let's write Highway to Hell. This is going to be a hit. Everyone's going to love us.
No.
Like, that's just not the journey. The journey would have been, all right, so let's play something that we like, that we know.
Yeah.
Right? When I started out in bands, you always covered bands.
For sure.
So I guess what I'm saying to filmmakers is do referencing to stuff that you like. If you like Pulp Fiction, do a scene that's similar to a Pulp Fiction scene. Like, if you like Fight Club, do a Fight Club scene.
And you'll discover so much just by I don't think, like, even not even in film, like in music, I feel like I'm not a musician, by the way, but I feel like I love music, and many musicians are like, oh, that sounds a lot like someone else. Like, well, probably they were very much inspired by.
Oh, emulating it, yeah.
Right. And they still created their own thing. Yeah. But I think, yeah, I mean, now we're actually moving to a different topic, which is like borrowing ideas and originality. But like, I feel like...
Well, see how you find voice, though. You have to borrow to find your voice, because eventually you move away. You go, like, give me an example. Like, I watched Limitless again the other day. You've seen this film, Limitless? Bradley Cooper.
Is it De Niro? No, is it De Niro in it?
Yeah, De Niro's in it. Yeah. And they have this special pill that makes them hyper intelligent, right?
Yeah.
And there's a scene where he's fighting in a train station, right? And the lighting changed. It went to a fluorescent light, and it looked like he was fighting himself. And they did this little homage to Fight Club. Like, you can do things like this.
Yeah.
You'd still pay tribute to it. Like, you see, even in Matrix, when they do that kick, Trinity does that kick and it does the revolving shot around Trinity.
Yeah,
it's been replayed and replayed and replayed, and so many things. It's been parodied and redone.
Yeah,
and
Shrek did that as well.
Yeah, like so many people have referenced it because it's so iconic in nature.
It is.
And I go, well, that's what, as a filmmaker, when you start out, find your cover. What's your cover? Like,
for sure.
What's your sex scene that you're going to shoot? What's your fighting scene you're going to shoot? What's your bank robbery scene you're going to shoot? What's your kids at the kitchen table having dinner shoot that you want to do?
I am very much like a inspiration person. Like, my inspiration is just stuff that I like, for sure. Like, even again, back to performance, and again, maybe kind of acting snobs would tell me, like, you don't do that, don't reference a movie when directing. I do it so much. I just feel like
I've heard this before. Yeah,
like, it depends.
I'm trying to figure out if I do it. I think I do.
It also depends on the act. Some actors don't want to hear that. It depends on the actor. But I love, for example, I mean,
just do it like in this movie.
Just random. Like, I don't know. It's just really random. About Boomerang, like Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, I know. Movie,
so like, the acting there is just so particular. Like, the style of acting is like really big acting. Like it's.
Yeah, it's a bit over the top. It's a bit not thespian, but grandioso.
Very, that's the word. And I feel like sometimes I'm like, sprinkle a little bit of Boomerang in there, because it kind of, and people will I think people, if they've seen the movie or clips, they'll, and then it, sometimes sprinkling, I could sprinkling different styles of performance, I think brings something new.
Yeah, it does.
To the table, and so sometimes it doesn't work. So they're like, okay, let's remove that ingredient, and then let's try now something different. But,
well, so you got to be brave, right? And like, don't get me wrong, I love to trust an actor. As someone who's like, I've done a few scenes, you go, wow, they really trusted me with that scene. Like, they said no, like, because I've heard it being said before. Show up on time, know your lines, know where you got to be, and fucking get there and do know your mark and deliver your shit, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of trust in that. There's usually as the director, you just got to sort of tweak it. You got to maneuver, unless you've got a real problematic actor that you got to sort of, oh man, this is going to be a lot of work. But then you would have discovered that in the audition phase, or not the audition phase, or the rehearsal phase. So it's very rare that you're on set where you're going, all right, I need you to do it this way. It's kind of more in a rehearsal space,
This clearly shows that you have experience, because no.
Thanks, man. I'll take that. You hear that, Misty? I have experience.
No, as in like.
I do though.
I just sounded like a condescending asshole.
No, you didn't. No. I take that.
Even me, I don't have enough experience. I need so much more.
Your films look pretty good.
Thank you. I to me, because I've gone to shoots, maybe one or two, where I didn't rehearse a scene, and and then we just went for it on the shoot.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, it's almost like, what's the point of notes? You can maybe give 1 or 2 notes, but like you cannot actually be like, oh,
it's hard to critique.
No, you cannot. Yeah, I think that's why I think in Asghar, who did A Separation, he told us the most important thing are rehearsals. Mm-hmm. Just because, I mean, for many reasons, right? But for the actors to
familiarity.
Yeah, and just to it's in their muscle memory, right? If they rehearse, but also for you to if you're directing, to discover that something you envision doesn't work, because if you discover that when you're shooting,
you're in trouble, because now the money's you know what I mean. The money's ticking.
It's impossible to try and kind of redo it at the spot. I think, I don't know. I wasn't there, but I think maybe like I saw a clip of like David Lynch. I think he tries different things on set. I mean, everyone tries different things, but I think he kind of really went for it. Like,
he pushes his actors pretty hard. Yeah.
And then producer were like, "There's no time for this," and there's like a video of him telling like, "What do you mean? Like, I just want." So I feel like it all depends on the capacity you have. Sometimes maybe it's people that are like, "No, we're fine working 20 hours if we nail the scene," but I think mostly that's not really feasible.
No, it's not. It's too much work. It's too much pressure. Showing up prepared is like, you think about it this way. Like back before digital times, we had we were shooting on celluloid, right? So the reason that you have like 24 frames in a second for film is it's a budget reason.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was. Is it to do with TV? No.
No. TV's perfect. The perfect frame rate for a human brain is 30 frames per second. So you go, why do they do 24? You go, because that's 6 seconds of, that's 6 frames every second of celluloid film we don't have to buy. So you go below 24, your brain notices it flickers. So 24 is the lowest number that your brain will go, that's okay. So it's an economic decision.
Wow.
So by having 24 frames, it is the shortest amount of film that you can possibly shoot it on.
No way.
That's why.
That's new information for me.
Right, so when you do rehearsals, they will go, you got 3 takes because we've only got this much film.
Yeah.
But it's gone the other direction now. You hire Leonardo DiCaprio. They go, we just paid him $30 million. He's doing 40 takes each time because we paid him.
Right.
So now the economics have gone way the other way. It's not because now they go, it's just on a hard drive. We can just store it, right?
So well, Fincher is famous for like doing 50 takes, right?
Yeah, but that's crazy. You don't need 50
Zodiac,
takes.
Yeah.
You can rehearse. You could have rehearsed 47 times and did 3 takes.
Yeah.
Why do you have to have everyone there? Well, I suppose there's the argument for the crew, but again, you can do like crew rehearsals. We do this all the time, especially for live production. We always do a crew rehearsal for live production.
Yeah, especially it requires camera movement, right? And lighting changes and all that.
Totally, especially with there's cue marks for a cinematographer.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get them into their head, and we need to make sure that 1, it's in the correct ISO, 2, it's in focus, and 3, that this changes in the light changing and focus environments that we're moving through.
Yeah.
That's super hard to think about where you're going, so where am I standing again?
I think if I may, I want to give a shout out to
of course,
to Freya Brunning, who produced Angel Signs, that won the award at Made in the West last year.
Yeah, big shout out.
And she also produced my latest project that we just finished shooting last Saturday. And she's just such an excellent producer for all the reasons, but I just think she creatively, she just really wants me to get what I want and wants everyone to be also get the most out of it, but she's very firm because like, okay, if you want this, you have to plan it well.
Yeah, and you got to listen to me. You have to listen to me.
Oh yeah. And I feel like that's why I feel like if I don't have, I let's say co-produces and like I help around, like, but I don't produce because I feel like I can produce and direct because I'm too chaotic, right? I'm just thinking about like the
everything. Yeah, you're in performance land.
Yeah,
and that's a different space, right?
For sure.
So I get the same problem though. But producing is a strange word. I find producing to be a strange word. It's such an umbrella term. When you say a film producer, are you talking about someone that's doing spreadsheets for call sheets, or you're talking about someone that's watching a budget? You're talking about someone that's doing both of those things with an assistant producer helping them do this, or are you talking about a producer that's making sure that you're staying on the script because they have a contract with the writer? you talking about a creative producer that goes, all right, so I'm going to help you coordinate all of the technical background so that you can focus on performance? Like, there's all kinds of producers. We call them all producers, though. They're all different jobs, though.
You're so right. And, or the kind of producer that's thinking about audiences. Like, they're just so...
Yeah, marketing. Yeah. How we get, what's our pathway to audience for this content? You have, and this is a financial question. You know, the producer tends to be more on the financial side of things, where it's money or time. Yeah. And that money or time is either tied contractually to the content itself or the logistics of its operation. But all of those jobs that we just described are 6 different people. But they're all called producer.
Crazy. No, it is.
Because it's such an umbrella term. Because they do so much. They do so much that's nuanced that it's hard to nail down what it actually is. So I generally say with myself, I'm a creative producer. Because people go, oh, you're a producer. Like, no, I don't do spreadsheets very well, but in the creative producing. So if we're on set and you go, I need to find someone with a shotgun, I go, all right, I'll be back. I know a guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's the same for me. I feel like that is what I feel comfortable with. But like, when it comes to actually... Yeah, maybe this is the wrong term, but like kind of the soft skills of being a career person, and like just winging it, I can do. But when it, like hard skills, I don't really have them. Like I have a couple, but like not. Yeah, I think I'm more of a like a groovy creative than
they seem more on the beat, right? So you got the groove and the beat, and we go between these things. When you dance, you got the groove and the beat, right? You're either with the groove or we're with the beat, you know.
I love that we're going back to music.
It's rhythmic, man.
Yeah, I'm not a musician. I love music. I listen to music all the time, but I think timing, right? Timing, rhythm.
This is what makes us feel good. Yeah. This is why films work. This is why acting works. So like if you think about even theatre, right? You go to the theatre because it's this live experience, right? And you're impressed because they're getting it all right the whole way through. There's no 17 takes for a theatre actor, right? So it's impressive to see the whole production, and then you go, oh wow, there's some thespian art in there where you can see them reacting with each other, and you get to that space. But really, it comes down to sorry, I lost my track a bit there. That timing and experience of feeling the rhythm on stage. Because when they have what do you call it, resonance? We use this as terminology. They really resonated with each other. Really good. Resonation's the same term that you'll give to 2 tuning forks where you ping and they're resonating at the same frequency.
I know exactly what you mean. I feel like on stage, because I also I trained as well as a theater director, and I feel like it's easy to, if you see a play, if they drop the ball, if they lose the momentum of the dramatic tension,
it falls apart.
The audience feels it, and it maybe kind of subconsciously, right?
They know it straight away.
Yeah.
It's the same with a shot that's out of place. If you did a music video and you put one frame out of the beat, they might not even know what's wrong with it. They'll just go, don't like it.
Exactly right. Exactly. They might not even, like you said, they might not even say why.
They just say, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And as a practitioner, I look at it and go, those frames are mismatched, man. I'm off-put.
Yeah.
Like, I know why I'm off-put, but they don't even know why they're off-put.
Yeah.
See, the magic of film is like, and this is where editors are great, man. No one knows who the fucking editor is. Like, you can go, I can name 5 directors off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Name me one editor. It's a hard thing to do, right? But they're the last one to have it in their hands. Yeah. They're the last checkpoint for storytelling.
I love editors. Like, again, same with, I've edited one of my projects only, which was a huge challenge. But I love working with editors as a director. I feel like they just have so much power.
Yeah.
And,
power.
And I'm all for it, right? Like, because they kind of, again, I explain what I'm thinking in terms of like the pacing and the moving from one to take to the other, whatever. But when they put something together, if it feels right, you're like, how did you do that? Like,
it had pieces that escalated, and it was built like a rhythm. It's built in notes.
They're like music producers, right?
Yeah, totally.
They're layering all these moments, and then for an audience, like for a moviegoer, if the editing is off, it just feels it alienates you, and you just don't feel it.
Well, it's the same when you break the laws of physics, right? So if you're doing a film and you start breaking, and this is why the line, where you cross the line, when you're shooting, if you cross the line, it looks weird.
Yeah.
Because you've broken the laws of physics.
Yeah.
If you break the laws of physics, your brain goes, that's not possible.
Exactly.
And you might not even know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just looks weird. And your brain goes, no, I'm off.
But
Channel changer.
Exactly. And if you don't, it doesn't even matter how funky, like, even if, like, it's a really genre movie, you believe it because it's still making sense in you, like, intuitively, right? Like you said, like, in terms of...
Yeah, in aesthetics and whatnot. But if you look at like Mr. Robot, right? Have you seen Mr. Robot?
The animated?
No, the hacker one.
Oh no, with Rami Malek.
Yeah, that's
him. I haven't seen it. No.
I recommend anyone that's a director and cinematographer to watch this because the way they shoot that, they break every rule in cinematography.
Okay.
Except for crossing the line.
Okay.
So they break the rules of symmetry. They break. You know how you have looking room when you do a shot. So you'll have like, he's doing a shot reverse shot. Yeah. So you have them here and then have them there, and then they go back to there. They break the looking room.
Also, purposely,
they purposely break it.
I'm so curious.
Change the headrooms. So they'll you know how you have a headroom in a shot.
Yeah. But
they'll extend the headroom. They'll break these rules.
I need to see it.
And you go,
it works.
But it works.
Okay.
But you got. This is what I say to young filmmakers as well. They go, I'm just breaking the rules. I go, explain the rules to me. They go, I don't. Well, so you don't know what rules you're breaking. You've just put this together, and you're kind of winging it. What you need to do is understand the rules if you want to break them first. You have to understand the law before you break the law, because otherwise you end up in jail.
No, that's right. But I think it is a little bit like, but back in the day, funk music that was kind of, or jazz that was breaking rules, but they know the rules.
They know the rules.
It works so well.
It works. You can't just randomly show up with doing jazz. Like, it's not random a lot. It's actually quite deliberate in nature.
And that's why it feels right when you listen to it.
And it works.
And like hip hop is the same now. Like good hip hop, you're like, I feel like if you've played that 3 centuries ago, people will be like shocked. But I think they would have gotten into it because it's good. Because anyway, I hope so. Maybe we could make a movie about that.
We probably could.
Yeah, traveling in time and showing them hip hop 300 years ago.
Well, last time I saw you was last year, picking up some glassware for Made in the West.
Yes.
What was your experience at Made in the West like?
Oh, I loved it so much. I was so excited to see all my friends. Martin Young was there.
Oh man, we're working with him this week. Is it this weekend? We're shooting him this weekend, next weekend. Yeah,
I love Martin. He's just like
he's so
brilliant. Yeah, and having him on set is great because he has the worst timing in a good way.
Yeah, he does
to like say something. Like,
he's very socially awkward this way.
But I think he it's like the jazz.
But he knows his shit though.
He breaks the rules.
Yeah.
But he knows what he's doing, I think.
He does kind of. Like, sometimes I hear him say something and go, that was off timing there. It's true.
He's brilliant. And I love Paul as well, and I love his films.
Paul Ryan?
Yeah. So I was so excited because I'd seen also Places Please. Places Please was won the best
student.
Audience was it?
Audience Choice Award. Yeah. Was it did Places Please win the Audience Choice?
The People's Choice Award online.
Oh, People's Choice for online. Yeah.
And I'd seen it at the Inner West Film Festival before, like the last year. Yeah, like earlier in the year, and I was like, this is brilliant. And then seeing it again, and I was so excited. And seeing all the new. All these other films and music videos that were so good was great. I like the people seemed to be like so nice to each other. I didn't know many people, but it just felt
it's a bizarre community, man. Like we didn't like. It's not that we built it. It's just that we plugged into it. Like we're a part of it. Like we are that community.
Yeah.
But just the ratio of artists in Western Sydney is crazy. Like they're everywhere. And not just like people that are backyard tinkerers, like people that are making some really nice content. Like the video clip that you guys made, the film clip you guys made, it was fucking mad. It's really brilliant.
We're so proud of it, yeah, and
Angel Signs was very good.
Isaac, thank you. Isaac is from Blacktown. He's still vibing, making great music.
Good song as well, yeah.
Yeah, and no, I feel so lucky, and I just feel like Western Sydney creatives are freaking fighters. Like
yeah,
like and
have been for a long time.
Yeah, and also like show up with just in good spirits.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? Like it's it's good. Like I like it a lot. I hope. I mean, I'll. I think I have maybe a project that I can submit this year, and hopefully we can see it. But I'll definitely come and see the films this year. I'm so
come
excited.
along, yeah, you'd be totally welcome to come along again, man.
Yeah,
Jeez, like
sure.
you're a part of the furniture now. Like you're in.
I also no, I love being part of the furniture. I'm an armchair.
Leather armchair.
Maybe the family.
Yeah, I'm more of a table. You know, people just leave stuff on me.
I think I'm an armchair. It's an armchair, like a leather.
Chesterfield.
Yeah. I also
take the red pill or the blue pill.
the person that was hosting was so good and fun. I forget their name.
Shatu, yeah. Shatu's mad. Yeah, big
really
shout out Shatu.
Good, so good.
Yeah, we've had it back a few years. So we had to do the red carpet, and we've had to do the online festival, and hosting as well. Like she's just really good.
Yeah,
she's so vibrant and lovely.
Exactly, it's really creating that like awesome atmosphere.
Yeah, she's just got energy around her. She's great.
And it was a mass like the how many people fit in that theater?
330.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you generally pack it out. Yeah, we might have like 1 or 2 seats left over in a photo, but that's because they're in the loo. You know, like we generally have to kick the because we have staff obviously on the night.
Yeah,
we sell out and everyone's there. We have to kick the staff out so that the punters can have a seat. But that's all right. That's a good problem to have. But we got I can't talk about it too much, can I, Misty? Not yet. We have got things coming out from May in the West. We are expanding rapidly. So keep an eye on our.
I love that.
Yeah, we got more screen time coming for everyone. We've got different venues. We've got different platforms. I've said too much already, but it is coming. So watch our space.
No, I had the best experience. I also it's the only festival that that one of my projects has been in that was not only shown at the festival on the day as screened at but also because I got Misty's email a few months later, it was shown around town, like the outdoor.
In the park events.
Yeah,
you got in the park events, so you got paid. That means you got paid.
Yeah, I did. No, but I mean that was.
Love to pay artists, man. We should be paying more artists.
That was a beautiful bonus, but also. Just how exciting that the movie then was shown to different audiences on the big screen.
Totally, yeah. So people showing up to the football, showing up to the cricket, eating a hot dog.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I went along. People stopped to watch these movies, man. Like, because I went and did content for them as well. Like, because you go do some behind the scenes and do some capture, and you might be driving by and go, I know those films are playing at the moment. I might just go quickly park and see how it's been received. Man, they would stop people. So you'd order food and people go, what's going on there? They can go sit in the park and eat, or they could sit in front of this movie and eat, and they'd always sit in front of the movie.
I mean, the movies were great. So so good quality. And even if you I'm the kind of person that if I go to a sports bar, I'm not even really a big sports guy, but I'll be staring at the screen because if there's a screen, I just want to check out what's there, right?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah. I'm a big sports guy. I love going to sports bars.
But I feel like people I'm gonna say it. Sorry, but these lucky people that got to see those screens.
Oh, dude!
And every frame I feel like would have been like something interesting and funny or dramatic or just and beautifully shot.
Yeah. I'll get you on the scene, man. Like I didn't realize. I've run into people because sometimes I get stopped because they go, "Oh, you're that guy that has that podcast, or you're that Made in the West guy, or you might be like you've been in a few movies." They go, "Oh, you're that guy that was in this movie." But mate, what I'm getting recognised a lot for lately is because of that in-park events. Because people go, where do I know you from? I go, have you been to the football lately?
Oh, but...
And I go, yeah.
Oh, but you were hosting them.
No, I was in a Kung Fu movie that was featuring there. So
okay. Oh, so they recognise you from the screen.
Yeah. So for actors, I go, I didn't even realise that as a resource.
What's this movie?
That was Operation Kung Flu with Maria Tran. So I was like this racist bad guy that got taken down at the end. And we have this fight scene, and this it's an action comedy.
Is that available to watch?
It has been, but I don't believe it's available at the moment. Okay, I don't think you can.
I need because that sounds pretty hilarious.
Oh, dude, it's funny. It's a COVID story. It's about I steal all of these Asian folk to give them COVID and I hold them hostage, and then Maria Tran's like this cop from the past that was cryogenically frozen, who was then defrosted to come and rescue this mob that have been kidnapped by me, and then there's this end fight scene with me. No spoilers, but come watch the film.
No,
it's had massive reviews.
It's
mad. It's mad. Even Misty's in that film. Misty's a voiceover in that film.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, no, it's really funny. But that's you do one thing, you get your next thing. But
good.
Yeah, but
I'm so excited for Made in the West and what you're gonna do next. I can't wait.
Dude, the content we got at the moment is insane. Like it's always like we say this every year, and people always go, "You say this every year." It gets better and better every year, right? And they go, "You say that every year." I go, "But this year is a leap and bound." Like it is clearly, gosh! Like we've got some films that are just you won't believe that they were made here. Like you just look at them and go, "This is fucking insane." That what people are doing.
I have to, that's like just to kind of expand on that. I've the recent projects I've done that are still in post production. The talent of like local artists and technicians and the commitment is crazy. I feel like I'm so excited. I don't want to be anywhere else. Like it's so good. Like people are so serious.
Yeah,
people are so serious.
It's a vibrant community, man, that is growing exponentially. It's growing at a geometric rate. You can find the same sort of thing in Western Melbourne, and you'll find the same thing in Adelaide. So as far as those regions go, you'll find a lot of that work.
Yeah, and for sure. I went to Adelaide 2 years ago. Didn't really get the chance to meet any of the filmmakers, but in Italy I met Madeline. Shout out to Madeline, who's a filmmaker, brilliant, and yeah, I think she was like, there's so much support and different organizations and the people are really keen to make stuff. And
there's regions like this around the world, but what I'm thinking, right, this is what I've been thinking about lately, like Hollywood hasn't done its audience a service, right? Like, and don't get me wrong, Batman was a great movie, Deadpool was a great movie, but where's The Godfather? Where's Taxi Driver? Where's American Pie? Where is The Castle? Where is Mad Max? Well, Mad Max came out actually. They did a Mad Max. But I guess my point is, where is all these practical films? Where are all these like nuanced normal films? We used to have these B-rated films that you used to have like VHS and DVD, and you go to the DVD store and you go rent a movie. There was a whole lot of industry that was below that. That's why the word A-lister comes from, because here you go. Well, this celebrity's an A-lister. Well, where don't you think there's a B? Where's the B-lister? Where's the C-lister? Those things used to exist. You didn't become an A-lister without being a C-lister first. You had to start off in either a horror film or a comedy or like a sexualized comedy, a teenage sex romp, or it was supposed to be like a scream, a Queen screen film, or
for sure,
or something that was a bit something that was sci-fi, nuanced, that was pushing a new exploratory idea.
Exactly, and very and I don't mean it like kind of, because it's experimental and kind of and it is a bit of an oddball.
Yeah, it's not perfect. It's an imperfect film, right? But people go, well, this is how cult classics are made.
Yeah.
Where are the cult classics of the last 5 years?
No.
They don't exist.
You're so right.
They've got box office classics. They exist. We've got La La Land, we've got Parasite, we've got all this other international cinema that is obviously of high quality. I'm not saying that doesn't exist. I'm just saying that it's a very small bandwidth.
And especially...
Where's Clerks? Remember this movie?
Love. Clerks 2.
Yeah. Even Clerks 3. Have you seen Clerks 3?
I haven't seen Clerks 3.
Clerks 3 will make you cry. Guarantee it. You will cry in Clerks 3. If you haven't watched Clerks 3, watch Clerks 3, kids. It's like Toy Story 3. You got to cry through the whole thing.
I love that comparison. Is so good. That is outrageous, Ross.
Yeah, but it's true. It's true. You will cry in Clerks 3. I guarantee it.
Wow. I'm taking that home.
Dude, watch it. It's
that's
good.
So good. Clerks 3 and Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
Same sentence. Both make you cry. Awesome.
Yeah, man. Like, have you seen Toy Story 3?
Yes.
Dude, did you cry in Toy Story 3? It's so sad.
I am a crier.
I'm not normally a crying film, but it does happen from occasion to occasion. But I always do that in a high-pitched voice when you're talking about crying. But I definitely recommend Clerks 3.
Well, I also think now I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with my rant. But I feel like a lot of like let's say major as in well-known films nowadays, I believe are not super sincere.
No, they lack authenticity.
And I feel like if you see a project like, you know, that maybe is not well known, but it's locally, and you're like, whoa. Like, again, you might see, like, I mean, it wasn't of an expensive or high production, but like make you feel something, and you think you go home and keep thinking about it. But most films now that are kind of more expensive, big budget, big distribution, you're like, oh, they're bland.
They're bland, and it's been done.
Yeah,
you know. But look, I've said this a million times, so I apologise for our listeners that heard this before. But I find that there's a relationship between the Western and superhero films. So if you look at the Westerns from, you know, the 60s to the 70s, you had, you know, John Wayne, who was this clean-cut superhero sort of type of person that comes and rescues the damsel in distress. By the time you get to Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and you're looking at Clint Eastwood, he's a complicated character. You don't know if he's a good guy. You don't know if he's a bad guy. You don't know if he's an ugly guy. You're like, you don't. It's more confused and more diffused. But after a point, people go, sick of seeing Westerns. We've done Westerns for 20 years. Don't want to see another Western. And then you get stuff like Taxi Driver, Godfather, Back to the Future, Die Hard. You know, you get all of these movies that are just totally different from the past. And I think that's where we're at now. We need those movies.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, we need people that take risks, I think. Like, and again, you know, people, I think, with lower budgets and no distribution channels take beautiful risks. Again, just to mention Dusty, that was in the Made in the West. We were chatting about it before the podcast. Like, it just impacted me so much. It's just so brilliant. And,
it's such an interesting idea.
Yeah, but it's so original. And,
so original.
And it's just a roller coaster of emotions. You're laughing, and then you're like feeling really awkward, and you're really sad, and you're angry.
And then you're entertained the whole time.
Absolutely. And I feel like, I'm like, I hope films like that are made. Like,
yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
And I hope people watch it, because then it will spark things in people, and they will make more interesting stuff. So I'm hopeful, but I
don't think we'll be putting that one on in the park events, though. That one might be a bit too high of a rating.
Think of the children.
Think of the children.
Think of the children.
Shout out to Travis Jeffrey, though. And,
big shout out to Travis Jeffrey. Yeah, he's done a great job, and Jeremy as well. They've done a great job. But look, man, we've reached our hour. It's gone so gone.
Let's do 3 more. I'm having so much fun. No,
if we did a 7 o'clock, maybe we could do a 3-hour one. No, but before we go, what have you got coming up as a director?
We are very excited to. We're in post-production, editing the music video that we created again with many Western Sydney creatives and just Greater Sydney people. That is by the artist Alexandra Taylor, who's my friend. It's her first recorded song.
Okay. Taking a bite out of the apple.
Yeah, called Who You Think You Are. It's brilliant. It's a split screen music video.
Okay.
But yeah, like, the split screen comes and goes. I won't say too much.
Don't give too much away.
But it's sexy, it's funky, it's fantastical.
Sexy and funky and funny and fantastical. That is the tagline. Sexy, funky, and fantastical.
Yeah, no, we're very, very excited. We're starting editing the next week.
Great.
I think. We'll see. We'll see what the.
See if we get it into Made in the West.
Yeah,
there's always next year though.
Yeah,
we'll be around next year.
But very happy to show it to audiences and see what you think. And I love music videos. Music videos are so fun. And
don't hear directors say that a lot, because usually, because music video is one of those spaces where you sort of start out, right? You start out in horror, you start out in music videos,
like
and
Fincher, for example.
Cunningham, for instance, does like amazing, stuff for, was it Skrillex? I think it was. All of those amazing clips, But a lot of directors I talk to, they go, "Oh, music video, man! It's just all you got to do with this artist, got to do this thing, So it's actually, you're a breath of fresh air to hear that.
I love them. I also. I mean, this is my second one, and they're sort of narrative music videos.
Yeah,
in
that's
a way.
True. You are doing it different.
So I love many music videos, many non-narrative ones. But to me, I also I know we're reaching our
no, we're good. We're good. Our drive time commute.
For many years in China, I worked with kids. I was a drama teacher, full-time, and then I did my art on the side. But I feel like music videos is like sort of like silent films. Like if you can actually make one that entertains and resonates with audience, impacts audiences, and it's kind of very non-verbal. To me, like I'm learning a lot. I'm doing something interesting.
Yeah.
Like I like that. Like telling a story without many words.
Yeah.
I mean, I like words too, and like the film I made in Italy is very wordy. That like they don't stop talking basically. But
I can relate. I can relate to that.
No, I think music videos and films that sometimes don't have a lot of dialogue are like they're a challenge to make.
They are hard to do, man. And that's what I mean. Like getting the glassware at Main in the West is a competitive space because you had a lot of competition. There was some really good music videos out there that you were very close, but you were just a little bit ahead by the others.
I feel like when it was time though to give my speech, I think I was like just not as eloquent as I was today.
That can happen.
So I hope it's probably recorded, but whatever. Life is like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was just like so janky and like
Well, after a few beers at a festival, you can get a bit like that.
And I was also nervous and overwhelmed. Like that music video was made with mostly young people, like way younger than me, that worked so hard, and it looks so good.
It does.
And I'm like, and I feel like I was just kind of overwhelmed to win, and so I went downstage and I was just like stumbling with words, but it was a great emotion, and I have my
You got your glassware.
at home. Yeah,
that's great. Well, where can we find you online?
Well, I don't know. My website is my full name, fernandodemiguelfuertes.com.
Yeah.
And also my Instagram is Feromifu, Feromifu.
Yeah, great.
And you can check out my work there, and if anyone can send me a message if they want to chat, collaborate, anything.
Yeah, great. Right.
And everyone should go to Made in the West this year.
They should. We should go. Everyone should definitely go to Main in the West this year.
And follow the Pagey train.
Yeah, follow the Pagey train. And been speaking of which, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Ross, and thanks, Missy.
Yeah, no problem. And guys, you've been watching the Pagey train. That's right, the Pagey train. And since you've been watching this far, you can go and check us out on Spotify. That's right, video out on Spotify, and follow us while you're there. Or if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. But for you avid listeners out there, you can find us on iHeartRadio, Apple iTunes, basically anywhere you can find podcasts. You've been watching the Pagey train, and I'll see you next time. That's it. We're done. We made it all the way.
Well done.
Well done, Misty. Thank you so much for doing that. I know this was last moment, so thank you.
No worries.
Thank you for helping us.
Yeah.